Welcome to Thea's Beauty School, and I'm Althea. So we're going to talk about consultation and take you through some of the advanced steps in doing a manicure. But consultation, it is the first step towards giving a service to your client. And because we're doing nails, we're going to talk about consultation for a manicure or for the whole nails course. Before you speak to any clients, let them wash their hand, have them seated in your consultation area. It depends on how your salon is set up. Most people have booths, some have nail salon, some have salon mixed with nail salon. So they're doing hair and they're doing nails. And you have some people will call what is a booth manicure. Now you can have a salon where you have nails and hair, everything going on, spa care and so forth, and you're still, your manager asks you what is, give the client a booth manicure. A booth manicure meaning that when you move from your required station and go to a different place to give a manicure. For instance, if the client is under the dryer and you move from the manicure table and go to the dryer to give the client a service, whether it's manicure or have their toe polish or their nail polish. Normally we will have like some push cart tables that we will move it and put it around the client. You have a lot of portable tables that can move. Most of the manicure tables can move from one destination to the other, and so once you move from your required station, it's called a booth manicure or booth pedicure. Okay, what are some of the things that you should look for when doing a consultation? First, you need to know the client's proper name, not the alias but the proper name. So as the client walk into your place of business, make sure to greet the client with your name, whether it's your business name that you're using or you use a salon name. Some people, if you're in a booted salon, and now we're going to talk about booted salon later on and wholesale salon and the different types of salon, because it kind of get a little bit kind of contradictory if you don't get the idea of what the other salons, because in Jamaica and most places overseas all over the world, we have boot salon, we have wholesale salon, we have mobile salon, and we have home service salon. And now you hear that you're supposed to give a boot manicure, and it's not a booted salon. So I see where you can get a little bit of a misunderstanding right there, but it's a boot manicure, not a booted manicure salon, if you understand. Alright, so the first thing that you're supposed to do when you greet your client, make sure that the client is properly seated, make sure the client is comfortable, and you get the client's full name. After receiving the client's full name, and you're going to have a one-on-one conversation with your client, if you do not have a reception area where you can just hand a consultation form to give the client, then you need to sit down with the client and have a one-on-one if you're the manicurist. And sometimes what happened to, there are pre-consultation before a proper consultation. So let's talk about that part first. If you have a receptionist at your front at the front desk, give them the form to give the client. But do you still need to speak with the client? Yes, you do. So let the client, the receptionist, introduce the client to you. You receive the consultation form and you take it further from there. You're ahead of everything, because you get to read the consultation form, you get to know which basis you really need to step on, whether the client fill out the form, leave out some details, or the client put in all the information. You will need to know exactly what should be on your station for that client, and you will be in an advanced situation where you know exactly how to advise them, but you will still have your own conversation with the client. So even though you have the reception, you need to take the client and still have a one-on-one before you start actually give them the service. right? Just to confirm some things on it and the form and so forth. Some of the things that will mostly get your attention on a consultation is the client's general health, and if they have any nail disorder, or if they have any surgery done to the hand in recent times, and the type of products that they might be allergic to, and the type of products that they also like to use, or if they haven't used any, which one would you recommend? The type of manicure depends on the condition of their nails, because you have some housewife and men that do let me see, cultural work, meaning that they either handyman or they're a farmer. They do a lot of gardening and do a lot of hands-on with their hands, and so because their nail to be bristle and the nails still keep on stripping, whether they need a hot tile manicure or they need a plain manicure, what kind of cream would you recommend that they use to moisturize their hand on a regular basis? So these are some of the things that you will look on as you take the form from your receptionist, and you have your advanced should I say consultation, because it's already pre-done, because they had already gone ahead and fill out the form and you were actually briefed on all of their situation, so you will know exactly right there and then how to speak to them. But let's say you don't have a reception area and you're going to give your client the consultation from the beginning. Also greet the client at the door. After greeting the client, you will need to have your form at hand. Some of us, even though we work alone, we will give the client the form and walk away to do something else. I recommend that you do not do that. If you don't have a reception area, do not do that. Sit with your client and have the consultation, because right there and then you're a one-man person and the client will feel a little bit left out and not cared for, and maybe the consultation is new to them. So immediately greet your client, walk them into your station, your manicure area, your treatment room, whichever you call it, whichever way you set up your place. After greeting them, show them to the restroom and have them wash their hands. Now, it's good to bond with your client, especially if this client is coming to your salon for the first time. So have them wash their hands. Don't let it seem like an interrogation room they're entering. So you, after greeting them, so for example, I said, "Hello Lisa, how are you today?" She said she's there for a manicure. Okay, said, okay, you can just you can wash up in the restroom there, whether you can call it powder room, whatever room you want to call it. You can wash your hands in there. Have her seated at your table. You sit in front of her, take out the form. Do not hand her the form. Take out the form and say, okay, I'm just gonna go through a little consultation with you before we begin. And you smile with her. You ask her how is her day, and you ask her when last you ever have a manicure. And please smile while talking to your client. Look straight to her in her eye, but don't stare her down that she feel nervous. And then you talk, and you can touch the hands now because she already washed her hands, right? You can touch it and you can look on it, and you can see things that is happening while asking her the question. So you ask her her name. You can go ahead and write it instead of the client writing it. It cannot take the pressure off the client filling out a form, meaning that they're there for like a job interview or anything like that. But if they come into a salon that is very established and have a reception here, they will likely in their mind that think that they're gonna expect somebody to hand them a form to fill out. But when it's you alone, it's like they're saying, why the need is just me and you alone, so just ask me the question. See if you get what I'm trying to say. And then while you're questioning the client, they will open up to certain things with you, and you will end up bond with that client. All right, so after filling out the information form, you fill out the form by asking the name. And if she tell you her alias name and say, no man, give me your right name. What if I want to give you a gift on your birthday or something, or treat you? Try to always let them know that you want the correct name and the alias name. It's very important. I soon touch why it's important. Okay, we go to the address. If they're hesitant, because you can know if a client hesitates when giving information, you can see the past, you can look on the facial expression. Try to analyze that. Don't be distracted on your client client body language, because that is also very important. So after asking the clients for their address, if they don't want to give you the street number or the exact avenue, no problem, but you need to know the area. It is good if they give you the address, because in times of emergency you will know exactly where to bring them. If they faint, or if they lose sense of knowledge, anything at all, you know exactly where to bring that person. But if they don't want to give you because of security reason, that's okay, we can bypass that. The next thing that we want to know is their telephone number and a contact person. If they don't want to give the contact person, also that is okay, but we need an email. We need an email for marketing strategy. For you, you can send them marketing strategy. You can give them updates if you move up on a sudden, if you make any changes, if you have special going on. So first of all, you're not going to tell them about that. You're going to tell them that you need it, because just in case if you have special, you want to be able to, if you send out an email, you want to be able to make sure that they're on the list. Tell them it's for updates and for pricing purposes also, and they will gladly give you the email. As I said, you have people who, with my many years of experience, I've come upon people who reluctant to give information, and these are educated persons who know that information is necessary but do not trust to give the information. Do you understand? So you have to let them know why you need it, and if they see how responsible your business is, they will give it to you. If they ask you why you need it, just tell them. Don't be offended, tell them why you need it. Next thing you want to for your clients, you want to know their date of birth, the age. You want to know their age, right, and the date of birth. No, you don't have to know the month, the year of birth, because some people are reluctant to give their year of birth. Sometimes they lie with the age. That's not important to you, but you want to know the month, because you want to maybe treat them on their birthday, and not everybody celebrate birthday. And if they bypass that, that's okay, because there are certain things that we can bypass on the form, but still put it, because it's important. Because in life you will know the age client that you cater for when you are doing your analysis for your book and for your record, and to buy certain product, and to even to decorate the place. You will know what class of people or what age of people you are catering for, because as we grow older we have different tastes and liking to different things. Alright, and now we touch the most important part, their allergies. If they have any allergic reaction to anything, you need to know that. You need to know the last product that they use, and you need to know when last they have the last manicure or the last service, whether it was a hand massage, anything at all, you need to know. Right now, the next thing that you need to know, you need to know all their health issues. Now, you're not going to confront the client and the client say, oh, I have diabetes. I have diabetes too. The client don't need to know that you have diabetes also. You need to know if they have diabetes. You need to know if they have HIV. Most people do not tell you if they have HIV. So I always tell my students to put HIV and diabetes on the same line and put the box there, so it doesn't matter which one they cross. Because the reason why we need to know what kind of implement, how far to go with the implements, or anything that we are going to use on them, we need to know. Like for instance, if the person is diabetic, or if the person have HIV, I would not recommend a bleach manicure for them. I would not recommend a bleach manicure. I would not use the metal pusher on them, and I would not use cuticle trimmer or nipper on them. What I would use, there are products that you would use. I would do hot oil manicure. I recommend that they do manicure every week, and I will also give them like hot oil manicure, as I said before. Recommend cuticles. All the dead cuticles from the nails would just go away over a period of time, and you just recommend them do manicure like once per week. Tools for manicure and pedicure, they have so many varieties on the market. Find the one that best suits you and best suits your clientele, and will care for your clients the way you want them to be cared for. Because sometimes we use certain implements and products, it's not best for clients, so it's best to capitalize in a variety of products and materials, that when a client walks through the door, you have choices to choose from. And with that said, when you have the proper equipment and tools, you're better able to give the proper work results. You are better able to get better work results. Nail care tool. Equipment consists of permanent tools you will be used to perform nail services. They do not require replacement until they are no longer in good repair condition.